This Saturday, October 14th, KSI returns to boxing as he faces Tommy Fury in the Prime card. I am more than excited. I've been watching the Sidemen for about 10 plus years, and to see this journey for JJ is just unbelievable. As pretty much every other YouTuber is doing it right now, I thought to give my predictions for the entire Prime card. Hopefully, I'm going to do a live reaction on my YouTube, so stay tuned for that if it is on Saturday. If it's not, I do apologise, but we'll see what happens. Yes, so as I was saying, we are going to rank every fight on the card. Obviously, there's a lot of fighters I do not know, so I'm just going to give my literal first thoughts on the fighter and move on. The main people who I do know, I will give a full prediction with my knowledge of boxing so far. So I do apologise to the boxing realists who think I'm an idiot, but who cares, whatever. Before we get into the video, please now go and subscribe. I'm trying to get 2,000 before the end of 2023, and it would mean so much if I could hit it. I'm on 100, I'm on a 1,000 and something, less than 900 away. There's about 2 months left for the end of the year, so please now go subscribe, and let's hopefully hit that target. Okay, so let's get straight into the fight and start with the prelims. Okay, the first fight on the Prime card is in the prelims. It is Chase Damore versus Tempo Arts. This fight is going to be absolute steep. I'm going to be honest, Tempo Arts is the better fighter. Everybody knows it. Chase Damore is crap. But my prediction are still going to go Chase Damore to get the win and get the belt. I think with Misfits, he's not a good fighter. Let's not lie. He's a terrible fighter. But Misfits is about entertainment. It's not really about the boxing. This is YouTube and influencer boxing. So you know, part and parcel of it is going to be entertainment for the fans. Chase probably the best entertainer on Misfits overall. So my personal opinion is I hope Chase wins just for the jokes. Anyway, everybody who knows Chase knows that his boxing is terrible. Let's be honest, it's shocking, but he is a champ in my opinion. He's a people's champ, and I just hope Chase wins. If it's by knockout, I will go mental in my opinion, but you know what? That's my thoughts. Chase by knockout, and yes, let's go on to the second fight. So, fight number 2 on the Prime prelims is SX versus DTG. I'm going to be honest, I know both of them, but I know very limited information about their boxing records. So I know both of them as creators. So I've got limited info, so I'm going to say SX solely because I like his music and he's from Wolverhampton, so I have to represent Wolves lot. Fight number 3 on the prelim I've got mixed opinions about is Astrid Wet versus Alexia Grace. This fight is annoying. I think it was only put in place because of Tennessee got her, she broke her thumb, so the rematch against Paige Cakey didn't go through. But I think this fight is a bit of it's annoying because we all know it was fixed. That when Astrid had her Astrid promotions and then she got thrown into a table and was injured and went to flipping. Personally, she could have got hurt, but in my opinion, I think it was all a fake and a fix to try and get put on the Prime card, which they succeeded. So fair play to that. In my opinion, I saw that Astrid wins. I don't really care. The only fight I want to see with Astrid is her and Elbrook, and even that doesn't really excite me as a fight, in my opinion. The only fighter who I actually see that actually excites me is Tennessee Thresh, is that her name, and also, is it Carla J? They're the 2 fighters who I actually think are actual fighters, in my opinion, in that girl division. Elbrook had all the talk, but she got battered in the, was it Kingpin fight? Astrid's never fought anyone decent. And yeah, actually, AJ Bunker is not too bad as well. So I think in terms of these fights, I think we should be promoting, actually boosting AJ, Tennessee, and what's her name, Carla, because they're actually good fighters. No disrespect to these 2 girls, but it's not really an exciting fight. So that reason, I'm saying Astrid wins and move on from there. The final fight on the prelims, the one I personally am most excited about, is Swarmz versus Ryan Taylor to the rematch. Swarmz, One Punch Man, game or fight series got called off because of his, I think he broke Ryan's socket in his eye or whatever. But I do believe Swarmz is going to win that fight. Just from what I've seen his training, he's lost a lot of weight. He's gained muscle, and from the sparring that I've seen, he looks very good. Yes, he got beat by Deji, but I do think Deji's is another level personally compared to Swarmz. Ryan Taylor, I think he's a gas up personally. This one, I'll be more specific. I think, what's his name? Swarmz takes him out in round 2 and leave it at that. So that is done the prelims. Now let's get to the main card. All right, so now we're on to the main card. I'm taking my glasses off because I think it's messing with the lighting, so I do apologize for that first part. So yes, for the first fight on the main card, it is a tag team match. Alex Wasabi and Nick Lamau versus Pineda and B-Dave. Okay, this fight is very interesting. Everybody wants Pineda to win, and B-Dave quits Pineda. And Alex Wasabi is a absolute idiot, in my opinion. But I'm gonna be honest. Out of the two fighters, Wasabi and Nick Lamau are the better fighters compared to Pineda and B-Dave. Yes, I mean, Pineda beats both of them. But I'm saying, as a tag team, those two win. This is how I see it, though. I see that, I'm not sure if they changed the rules for tag team, but if it's a case where there's a set amount of time, Pineda takes more and takes both of them out, in my opinion. So I do want to say Pineda wins, Pineda and B-Dave. But if it does somehow show Wasabi and Nick Lamau, I would not be surprised. But I have put down Luis Pineda and B-Dave as the winners of the tag team fight. Next fight, Winison Nunes versus my mate Nate. I'm gonna be honest, these two I don't know a lot about. Winison Nunes I saw on the Kingpin card. He was very promising in the first fight, and then against, was it Kenny? It wasn't that good of a show. My mate Nate, I've never seen him fight, so I'm just gonna say Winison Nunes. This fight I'm not really that excited about, but I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully it is a very exciting fight. So I'm gonna say Winison Nunes and move it from there because I don't know. Apologies to both of them, but I've not seen enough or watched enough to actually make a fair prediction, in my opinion, so I do apologise. So the next fight is another rematch, and it is Dean the Great versus Waleed Sharks. If you guys remember, they had a fight. I think it was it Misfits 3 or 4, and Dean the Great did win. Very controversial. Dean the Great did win though. As I said, people want a rematch, and now it is here. My personal opinion, I still think that Dean wins the rematch. Waleed Sharks is a very, very, very good fighter. They were also tag team partners, but I just think that Dean edges it. The first fight, yes, was controversial, but I just think Dean has to retain that title. In my opinion, I think Waleed's going to go all out, but I think in terms of, because of the occasion of the fight, Waleed's going to want to showcase that he deserves to win this fight. And for that reason, I think the occasion is going to get to him, and Dean is going to win. I could be wrong. I literally could be wrong, and it could be the case where Waleed takes over and wins. But in my opinion, for my predictions, I have said Dean the Great will become victorious and win the rematch. Now, a big, big fight. King Kenny versus AT, Anthony Taylor. Oh, I'm going to be rogue and say Anthony Taylor wins this fight. King Kenny is a great fighter. His fight against Winison Nunes was very, very promising. But I do believe that Anthony Taylor is the better fighters. Look what he did to Salt Papi. I still think Salt Papi is one of the best fighters on Misfits, But Anthony Taylor has fought amateurs and has fought pros. He's a lot smaller, yes. Obviously, King Kenny has the reach. Obviously, you can tell I'm not really that good of a boxing fan. I do apologise for people who might be offended by what I'm saying. But I do think AT is going to win. I've not got much to say. Obviously, with this prediction, I could be wrong and Kenny could win. That is very, very plausible. I won't be surprised. But for the prediction, I do think AT is going to become victorious. Now for the fight, pretty much everybody wants to see. It is the one and only Salt Papi versus Slim. This fight has a lot on the line. The friends to enemies for the fight. But I'm going to be honest, I don't see a scenario where Salt Papi does not win. Slim, you're very good. You got the height, got the reach, but Salt Papi is Salt Papi. Look what he did to Josh. Is it Josh Brock now his name is? He destroyed him. Slim is a very good fighter, but I just see Salt Papi taking over. His transformation is unreal when he first started. Yes, he lost AT, but come on. AT is a fighter and a half. He is a fighter. Whether you like him or not, he's very entertaining, but he is a good fighter. So in my opinion, Salt Papi does edge it, and Slim, you're going to lose. Once again, this prediction, I could be wrong, but I'm very strong on this one where I think that Sopapi is going to win. Also in the comments, if you guys have your comments and your opinions, let me know what you guys think. Also, please, please, please go and subscribe. I'm trying to get 2,000 before the end of 2023. So like I said, all the support means so much. I'm literally about 900 away. So if everyone now can go subscribe, it will mean the world. Okay, so for the co-main event, Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis. This fight, oh, I don't know. See, I want to say Dillon just because of his fighting background. And obviously, Logan Paul has lost every fight he's been in. You can say for the Mayweather fight, but it's Mayweather, he wasn't trying. I have not seen enough to see Logan Paul beat Dillon, in my opinion. But at the same time, I've not seen enough from Dillon, from his footage, to say Dillon is going to win. So for that reason, I'm going to say Logan Paul. Honestly, I do see Dillon winning. I'm going to be honest. But for this prediction, I'm going to say Logan Paul just by adding everything together. From what I've seen from both, I do think Logan does edge it. Dillon could turn out and be fantastic, a fantastic fighter and absolutely destroy him. But like I said, I've not seen enough to actually make a good point and a good backative for him to say that he's going to win. So for that reason, Logan Paul I have put for the winner of this fight. Now we move on to the main event. The fight everybody cares about, the fight everybody wants to watch. KSI versus Tommy Fury. Who's going to win? Tommy Fury took up Jake Paul. JJ trying to indirectly destroy Jake Paul's fighting resume by beating the guy he could not defeat. Do I think he's going to do it? I don't know. This is where I stand. Tommy Fury can fight. Do I think he's a good fighter? I'm not too sure. Vidal Riley beats in my opinion. Idris Virgo beats in my opinion. A lot of fighters beat him in my opinion. The fact that he struggled against Jake Paul speaks volumes. Yes, the occasion makes a big part of it, but everyone was on his side. You're forgetting, whether you are the underdog or not, it's a UK fan base where KSI basically runs Misfits. KSI is an underdog, but is going to have the crowd on his side. I don't think that Tommy can actually manage that type of pressure on his head. He's a Fury, yes, but that means nothing. It really means nothing. The only Fury that actually scares me is Big John Fury and Tyson Fury, because they've proven time again that they are scary men. Tommy Fury does not scare me. The guy's been on Love Island. The guy has been on Love Island. And yes, that sounds mean. Tommy could now go and beat JJ. No one would be surprised because he is the boxer. JJ has no right fighting this fight. Tommy said he wants to destroy and end influencer boxing in 12 months. He took out Jake. Now can he beat JJ? In my opinion, no. Call me delusional, call me whatever you want, but I'm going to say strong to JJ. Yes, I support JJ. He's going to sound biased, but here's my reasoning. I just don't think Tommy can handle the pressure. It sounds so silly and so stupid, but JJ, you say all you want, call me a clout, call me a beg, whatever. He has character. He can't lose. In the words, that's his mindset. His legacy, he doesn't want to lose. He has a point to prove, and I think, you say power, whatever. I'm not a boxing realist. I'm not a true boxing fan. So when I hear things like he's got power, he's got strength, he's got cardio, I hear that and I back it. But at the same time, I have no right saying this. So therefore, my opinion is quite slurred because I support JJ. I like the UK scene. I like Better Squad, I like Sidemen, etc. So I'm going to back the YouTube scene. For that reason, I'm going to say JJ. Ugh. Saying that, power is a big thing. I know. He beat Fournier. If you take the elbow out of the fight, he did rock him. The first hit he got on Fournier actually rocked Fournier. His stance is very weird, yes. He moves, I don't know if he's bouncing rubbish. The windmill, I don't know if he's going to do that either. I am nervous for the fight. I'm going to be very real. I'm so scared for this fight. I want JJ to win so badly. And in my opinion, if JJ wins, there's no point fighting Jake. The guy's ducked for years. I know a lot of Jake Paul fans say that JJ what's the word? So JJ ducked him. JJ's been hiding, but when Jake could fight Jake was meant to be fighting JJ this week, because this was meant to be the fight. This was meant to be the fight. Jake Paul or KSI versus Jake Paul. It's not. He would have fought Nate Diaz instead. I don't get that, in my opinion. I generally do not get that. And now Jake Paul's going around like he is the king. He's not. He lost. He lost the fight. Now if JJ loses this fight, this is where the KSI versus Jake Paul fight comes into fruition. In my opinion, if JJ wins this fight, there's no point in fighting Jake. Yes, people want to see the fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it. But if JJ beats Tommy, what more does he have to prove? Who does he fight now? Mayweather? Canelo? These are pro fighters. These are fighters who are top of their game. JJ gets battered by them. Floyd batters him. Canelo batters him. Any respectable boxer at that high level destroys every single one of these YouTubers because they're YouTubers. Yes, they got work rate, but there's levels between the pros and the amateurs. Tommy Fury, in my opinion, is an amateur. Yes, he has the Fury name, but he's not for anybody actually good. And yes, I could be wrong. They could fight now and Tommy destroys him. He has all this talk about you don't understand. Tommy's not for anyone serious. Yes, he's got a very strong fighting background with the Furies, but to me, it means absolutely nothing when you've got nothing to back yourself. Same with JJ. JJ's not fought anybody respectively. Joe Fournier was a good fight, but the elbow ruins it. I think the Fournier fight was a good fight for JJ, but the elbow overshadows it. So for that reason, it's a hard take, but I'm going to say KSI, JJ does win the fight. So that is my 4 predictions. Let me know in the comments how you think I did. Do you agree? I want to see your guys' full prime card predictions. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. Also subscribe. I'm trying to get 2K before the end of 2023. There's less than 90 days before the end of 2023. So please, 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 I'm begging you. Everybody now, stop what you're doing and go subscribe. We are so close. Less than 900 away from 2K. Please, please, please go subscribe. Please. I'm going to try and do a live reaction to the fight where I'll be sitting down and watching it and posting it after the fight. So let me know if you guys want to see that. I will try my best. After the fight, I'll do my fight reactions. And yeah, we'll go from there. Guys, I'm excited for the fight. Make sure to buy the pay-per-view. It's getting real now. It is getting real. See you on Saturday. Hopefully JJ wins and it is the best prime card, the best Misfits cards yet. So guys, I'll see you all later. God bless you. Peace.